Hi folks, I'm sure you've seen all of this at the Dollar Tree, the little ladybug skirt and the bumblebee skirt and the unicorn skirt, and then usually they have a small amount of tulle underneath each one. And I tried not to make the obvious, like for instance a ladybug outfit. So what I'm going to do with these today is use my pattern bundle. I've sold several of my pattern bundles in my Etsy shop this month. So I'm going to use the bundle and make party dresses. And you probably know by now that I get a little crazy, wild, with bold colors and lots of patterns. So here we go. The first thing to do is deconstruct. Just take the elastic off, and I saved it, and take the tulle off. And last year I made a pirate, I think I made a pirate vest. I'll find the picture and insert it. And here's a picture of the other two skirts. My bundle pattern is listed on Etsy, and I'm using the high waist dress. You can get that in the 18-inch or the 14.5 inch. The leggings and the shoes are also on this pattern. Now I'm not going to lie, I'd much rather use fabric, by the yard to make doll clothes, but I get twice as many views when I do these Dollar Tree outfits, so I'm a pleaser, so I'll continue to do that. But you can see that it's frays. This stuff frays a lot. So you're going to line it, and it's not that hard. First thing you do is draw the pattern on the wrong side of the lining. Of course, I'm using my good old polka dots. I have a lot of this. And you're laying the lining on the right side of the fabric. And as usual, sew up the back around the neckline and back down. And you go ahead and cut it and clip the curves, clip the corner. And the integrity of this fabric is pretty flimsy. So I went ahead and ran another row of stitches, just so it won't fray when you turn it. The next step, while it's flat, go ahead and turn the hem on the sleeve. Here is, let's see, where's my sleeve? About right there is my sleeve. And remember how I did the coat in a previous video? You're going to sew the lining together under the arm and sew the outside of the outfit together under the arm, and then you can cut it and make your clip, because that's where, when you turn it, you're going to stick the lining through the outside. Let me make that look better. Okay, here it is. You can see the lining and the outside of the sleeve, and of course you're going to press all of that, make it look neat. Now you have a sweet little bodice. I prefer to use a hand stitch rather than trying to get this under my sewing machine. I mean, it's doable, but I just prefer to use a hand stitch on the sleeves. So there's that side, and I pressed it. What I had left, I folded it, and there's no exact measurement. If you want lots of gathers, you use a long piece of fabric. If you don't want many, you use a shorter piece of fabric. Now remember, we got to take care of this fabric because it frays easily. So I serged it. You could zigzag, or if you're sewing by hand, do a double roll and then a running stitch. But I'm just going to turn it and top stitch it. For the first ruffle, I'm just going to fold it I'm going to serge it, and then I'm going to start attaching it to the bodice. That's your first ruffle. Again, because of the fraying, I just ran a straight stitch or a stay stitch along the bottom, and you can see you've been warned. It frays. Okay, so now I'm going to attach my bubble or my first ruffle. And I think I've shown you before that I like to use pins to make even gathers. And here's my pinned gathers. You put right sides together, pin it, and this is so slippery. I did press it to flatten the gathers, but it's so slippery I am going to run a basting stitch through these so that they won't get caught up like that one's kind of crooked. So I'm going to run a little large stitch, basting stitch, and then sew with my machine. Now I could just continue to make ruffles all the way down, but I'm going to attach it to something. I'm going to attach it to this polka dot and gather it. That'll be the bottom ruffle, and then I'll put another layer a little bit up from it, and that'll be the middle gather. And when I find out how long I want the skirt, probably about that long, I will make a casing and insert some elastic and make this a two-piece. I like to make two pieces because it's a little bit more versatile. So you'll lay your strip down like this, put the gathers in it, and then it'll fold down like that. Okay, here's the final product. You see that the little polka dots show through. I gotta trim all that. And I'm going to hand stitch this little ribbon. And you see what I mean about making doll clothes versatile. This makes a cute little top to wear with leggings or pants. I would love to make a video every single week, and I can make several doll outfits in a day. But it is the videoing, the uploading, and the editing, and the video process itself that slows me down. So I'm going to make shorter videos, and the next video I'll be using this and possibly this one. So stay tuned.